Good morning. Happy Monday. PASW staff, clients, and friends joining us. Hope you had a good weekend. Last week we looked at Hannah and her sisters. You guys came up with a great romantic big band, score for that very romantic scene of Woody and Diane Least walking out of the apartment, walking through Central Park, Shakespeare's Garden right in the background. That was really lovely. Good job. This was not In the Mood or Sing 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 something. This was a romantic big band swing, because we listened to the Harry James song. So shows me you guys are doing a great job listening, paying attention, all that kind of stuff. So that was kind of a fall winter-like movie. And we're going to do another winter-like. And you're probably like, this is a Christmas movie. And this is kind of a Christmas movie. There's such a beautiful song that I want to share with you in today's assignment. And you're going to say, like, Christmas already passed, and it did pass, but this was a class that I planned prior to us during the rehearsals for the holiday show, and I've wanted to do this for years, and then I realized, well, we always do the holiday show, and we always stop classes, so I'm like, we just have to do it, and it's okay because it's still winter until March, so we can still technically do it. So you're going to see a snowman, you're going to see some other things, but there's a beautiful song in it that I've always wanted to talk about and share, and we're going to score it. So today, even though it's January, we're going to be looking at the 1982 animated film, The Snowman. Snowman's based on Raymond Briggs's picture book, so this didn't have any text. Raymond Briggs was a very famous English illustrator and graphic, cartoonist, novelist, author, and just passed away actually just a few months ago. But British, and he came out with this book and was adapted into this television. It's about 26 minutes. It's short, but it was a huge sensation, particularly on the BBC when it aired in 1982. And it was directed by Diane Jackson for Channel 4, which is BBC. And so it was first aired right the day after Christmas in 1982, and it was a huge success and nominated for Best Animated Short at the Academy Awards, here in America, but then won the BAFTA award and just kind of became something that they would show every single year. Dan Jacobs had a credit on the Beatles' Yellow Submarine in 1968, so she had some credibility there. And it's such a lovely movie. It's interesting because the whole story doesn't have any talking except in the middle. It has music throughout the whole thing, but no dialogue in it, if you get what I mean. All kind of like this action back and forth between the boy and how excited he is, and the presents and the house, and then the snowman that he builds that comes to life. And so Howard Blake's English composer, still and conductor and pianist, wrote this beautiful song and wrote it a few years prior to the movie. And I think they weren't sure what tone of what song. It's interesting that the right song, music can as we've talked about it with each time, when you're a writer or director or both, and you're stumbling upon, well, what's the tone of this picture? What is this movie going to sound like? You don't know until you have the right score, until you have the right song. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to grab that. That's this song or this score. Now the movie's cohesive. Now it makes sense. It sounds like when they had the right song, which is Walking in the Air, it made it cohesive and it made it make sense. So again, this is music saving something, perhaps. Walking in the Air is the theme for their journey. So I mean, it's not Shakespeare. The plot is this little English boy makes a snowman, and it's on Christmas Eve. He goes to bed. He wakes up in the middle, and this snowman comes to life, and he takes him on this little magical journey to the North Pole, where he meets Santa Claus. So we're gonna look at the journey, and again, no talking until the song plays, which is Walking in the Air. And it's sung by this 13-year-old, beautiful tenor voice. That's why the voice sounds high. Peter Auty, and English tenor choir boy, part of the St. Paul's Cathedral, and he's the lead on this. So it's kind of a long song, long theme, but we're just going to play a few verses because it's really a pop song if you listen to it. So let's take a look at the beautiful scene.
We're walking in the air, we're floating in the moonlit sky. The people far below are sleeping as we fly. I'm holding very tight, I'm riding in the midnight blue. I'm finding I can fly so high above with you. All across the world, the villages go by like dreams. The rivers and the hills, the forests and the streams. Children gaze open-mouthed, taken by surprise. Nobody down below believes their eyes. We're surfing in the air, we're swimming in the frozen sky. We're drifting over icy mountains floating by.
Very magical, right? They fly through, they go on this journey. This is Christmas Eve. And you don't see it, but he goes to meet Santa Claus at the North Pole. He's flying. I love the ship scene. It's funny that the guy thinks that maybe the champagne he's seen, when the guy on the ship, maybe he's had too much champagne. I love the animation. I love the tone of it, but the voice is so beautiful. It kind of sounds Irish, but it's not. It's all English. So I always thought as a little boy maybe it was, but it's so nice that it's kind of a silent picture. I mean, there's music throughout, but no talking, like I said, until this, very bold voice comes through with this very haunting melody. It's a haunting theme. Only a few chords. I mean, there's a little bridge in the middle, but maybe just 4 chords, just in D minor, which according to Spinal Tap's, the saddest of all the keys. Just D minor, just a few chords. Very haunting melody. It could be sad, but it's not. There's something very beautiful about it. I wonder what you think about it. Okay, so I'm gonna shorten the scene because we're not gonna score that whole thing. Just put a little bit of sound effects on it, and let's just see what you think without any music. So we have some freedom here. I think you can use lyrics here. I'll let you use some lyrics. See what you think can fit here. But if you do use lyrics, make sure they're fit. They can't be talking about walking down the street or being in my car or that'll be distracting. Walking in the air, you know, that's okay, because even though they're not walking, they're flying. If it's something about flying, so it doesn't have to be lyrics. I'm just saying, if you do use something with lyrics, have it be something dreamlike, you know, or, you know, something like that. If you do want to use lyrics, something, this is fantasy, this is a journey, so something like that would be okay. So we're now deviating. We're not doing a romantic big band song. We're not doing something quirky. This is something dreamlike, so fantasy-like, something that's just, this is a cartoon, this is animated, this is, you know, something bold and dreamlike and beautiful. So have fun with this. You know, this is a whole different realm. It's something, I love this song. Oh, a favorite childhood movie. Hope maybe you've seen it. It's beautiful, and you know, get me something by tomorrow. We're gonna have a great week. Make it a great week, and that's it. Okay, that's the Snowman, 1982, and see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.